The dirty, dirty lies, the dirty tricks, the entirely false claims done because UP elections is coming. And it's okay if you do false claims, but in your false claims, you are attacking Jai Shri Ram, you are attacking Hindus, you are attacking Asthas. And why? Because you have an electoral game plan, which I will explain to you. And I will tell you how this fake news is spread and how it becomes viral by the Rana Ayub gang, what I call. When Miss Sherwani would come into it, that entire wire ecosystem will pump it out while you don't even understand what rumors they spread by saying elderly old people are being beaten and being forced to chant Jai Shri Ram as a religious oppression. This you must know about because their propaganda spreads like this. Your facts need to spread. If you are joining for the first time, please subscribe to the channel and spread facts. That is your duty because they are busy. And I will explain both aspects of it. What is the news? A news comes and you see this. Let us say Rana Ayub. How does she tweet it? This says Rana Ayub. I am sharing audio, but you will find no audio. You will find no audio. I have seen videos that have troubled me, but this has made me breathless. A Muslim man beaten by a mob, forced to chant Jai Shri Ram. Am I allowed to express my anger, worry for my cane, feel humiliated as a Muslim in a country we have called our own? So, read the agenda. That this man was forced to chant Jai Shri Ram, beaten by a mob for not chanting Jai Shri Ram, and I as a Muslim feel humiliated. Do you hear audio? And I am again telling you, do you hear audio? I have done the audio on. It is not that I have not done the audio on. Full volume. Can you see? Audio, full volume. On your screen, it must be showing full volume when I press it. You can't hear it, right? So, you don't apply your mind. You read that forced to chant Jai Shri Ram, feel humiliated as a Muslim, and how bad? Which person, which sensible person will not feel bad, right? Let me stop here. Then what happens? This is amplified by the entire ecosystem. Articles get published. See the amount of retweets. I will show you one more. And see the amount of retweets. And then the question you have to ask is, in this war of civilization, in this war where they are using Jai Shri Ram to spread hate, they are saying that these despicable activities are being done, which is not being done. I will tell you that. Absolute fake news. Absolute fake news. But before you understand that, let us see who was the other person. Many, many. You can have 20 examples. I just put Jai Shri Ram mob violence on Twitter. You will find 20 such examples. So you can choose. All of the same gang. All of the same gang. See this? A Muslim man of your grandfather's age was brutally slapped, thrashed, etc., while he was forced to chant Jai Shri Ram. Can you see this? The cutting of his beard, was insult to him for religious identity. This happened in the name of Hindus. Can you read it? To make all you people who do not do deep dive, who do not, and see the amount of retweets, 13,000 likes, 4,000 retweets. 4,000 retweets, 13,000 like. I'll tell you, a lot of my tweets get 10,000, 5,000, 20,000 retweets. This 4,000 retweet means it has gone to lakhs of people. When you see something you approve of or like, you should also retweet it. Like you see this, you should share it. That's why, unless you build that ecosystem of facts. So now let's deal with this one by one. I will come back to this tweet and as a scientifically examine the lies in this and what happened. Now, let me tell you what actually happened, if you don't know. What actually happened is what Ghaziabad police has said. Firstly, that so-called mob had Muslims in it. Muslims were a part of that group that beat up this Muslim person. So first thing, it wasn't by Hindus. In the sense, it wasn't by Hindus forcing somebody to chant Shri Ram. Muslims will not beat a Muslim or be a part of a group beating a Muslim saying chant Jai Shri Ram. Right? Very basic. But let's see what the Ghaziabad police, which investigated the matter, comes up with. This is important for you to know. Ghaziabad police says, सोशल मीडिया पर बुजुर्ग के साथ मारपीट व ब्ला 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 लोनी बॉर्डर ब्ला 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 अन्य व्यक्ति के साथ मुख्य आरोपी प्रवेश गुज्जर के दर्द ब्ला 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 प्रवेश के घर कुछ समय अन्य लड़के कालू आई डोंट नो द रिलीजन ऑफ कालू पोली आई डोंट नो द रिलीजन could be you know what it could be Muslim it could be Hindu I don't know आरिफ आदिल व मुशाहिद आरिफ आदिल व मुशाहिद very apparently you know the religion they belong to Arif Adil Mushahid marpeet kari reason of marpeet so firstly if Muslims are beating up it will obviously not be about Jai Shri Ram it obviously will not be about Jai Shri Ram but let's go beyond it the reason ke Abdul Samad ताबीज बनाने का काम करता था और ताबीज से उनके परिवार पे उल्टा असर हुआ तो somebody was doing ताबीज बनाना what you can call occult you could call it black magic you could call it any word you want to call it you could call it legitimate whatever this could be a property dispute this could be anything but it is a personal dispute forget tabiz for a minute supposing he was selling property to somebody it was a property dispute then here the reason was he was making tabiz और उसका उल्टा असर हुआ so that is why and primarily the buyers of tabiz you would presume would primarily be Muslims so the dispute was effectively not religious at all at all I repeat again but the lie spread of thousands of retweets that an old man is beaten by these fascist Hindus because he wasn't chanting Jai Shri Ram. Do you understand why I said and why do I say it's a game? Let me take a question also. I will cover why no. Let me come to those questions. So why no action? See, action taken or not taken is the police's job. The police can take action, not take action. They get relief from court. It becomes legitimate protest because they word it like this, they word it like that. That is all a separate debate. What I can do, what you can do is spread awareness. They are using social media to spread lies. You use social media to spread truth. You use social media to spread facts. You use social media to tell people of the honest reality. This is about, you want to fight an election. And why I say it's a West Bengal strategy. That strategy was very clearly, bluntly told by a strategist nowadays. Get majority of the minority vote and a minority of the majority vote. It's not, and honestly, I appreciate clean speak. Nothing wrong with that. You are clean speakingly saying that what you would do is you would sweep the minority and get some portion of majority and to form the government. Now the question is on the majority what they want to do. And while doing it, how do you get the minority to sweep? Because let me tell you something. 99%, 95%, 99.9% of Muslims will vote on development unless you create this fear in the minds of Muslims that because you don't chant this or you don't do this, these people, these goons, let me repeat the words used by this Sherwani. The words used by this Shirwani. See the line. This happened in the name of Hindus. You read it. So this happened in the name of Hindus. Very good, madam. Very good, madam. Adil, Arif, Mushahid, Adil, Arif, Mushahid. बाकियों के मुझे I don't know the religions of everybody else. These were doing things in the name of Hindus. Since when does Adil, Arif, and Mushahid do things in the name of Hindus? And when I see this, I thank God. I must have told you 500 times. Thank God Ajmal Kasab was caught alive. Thank God Ajmal Kasab was caught alive in that Mumbai terror attack. Otherwise, they would have made that also in the name of Hindus and saffron terror. They would have made that also saffron terror. वो मौली पहन के आया था. Remember that. But see what happens is, and it's not wrong. We are all busy. I am in my office since morning. We are all busy working. You are working wherever you are working. And we do not pay attention to all this. The first day, elderly man beaten for this. All of you feel bad. It becomes international. That international propaganda happens. That India is a fascist country, no religious freedom. And then that international pressure starts building upon India. It's a very multiple layer game. The religious pressure starts building upon India. That India is not a safe place. Then they say India will not be a business destination. People will not invest money in India. Bumkum. If your economy is strong, people will build. If you have consumers and customers who will buy your goods, these foreigners would be desperate to sell in India. But that's a separate debate of how much they should sell, whether online retail is destroying our old kirana shops. Separate debate. But these agendas they do. And what was the fight about? Some village or town, a fight on his selling a tabiz, which they said had a bad effect on the family. It could be a land dispute tomorrow. It could be a dispute over you supplied some goods which were defective. It could be a dispute that you teased some lady. And they will give this communal color. And they will give this communal color. So Muslim, Arif and pata nahi kya kya naam the, they are doing it. And last thing now I will say. What has further come out by Mr. Tripathi has tweeted this. When you are saying about action, I don't know what action they will take. That's police's job and they will. Shalab Mani Tripathi, he says he's a senior officer there. Suchna Salakar, Maniye Mukhyamantri, Uttar Pradesh. So Suchna Salakar hai. And he says, टोना, टोटका करने और ताबीज के नाम पर गर्भवती महिला की जिंदगी तबाह करने पर पीटा गया. So he was doing टोना, टोटका, and using tabiz, he spoiled the life of a Garabvati female. Since it's English channel, Garabvati is pregnant female. I don't know how he spoiled it, that would come out, but he spoiled the life of a pregnant woman by this tabiz and his black magic or occult, and that is why he was beaten up. Then he says, पीटने में आदिल, आरिफ, मुशाहिद भी शामिल है. Muslims only are beating. लेकिन राम का नाम बदनाम करना और यूपी में दंगे भड़काना. Oh, that's a strong statement. That you were defaming Lord Ram, which is obvious, and maybe it was a conspiracy to start riots in UP. And he has told Ghaziabad police to कृपया संज्ञान लीजिए, take note of it. What note they take is your question. Somebody asked me. I don't know what note they take. But what is your job? What is my job? We can definitely spread awareness that it is absolutely false things going on. Well, the Suchna Salakar has already answered, and I don't know. Let's see what action does Ghaziabad police take. But know this: next time you hear that violence was done in the name of Jai Shri Ram, pause, think, and know that there is a lot of fake news being spread because UP elections are coming. They want to guilt trip you in the name of Hindus. They want to guilt trip you that prove your being secular self and vote these people out. If you want to vote Yogi Adityanath out, it's your choice in UP. You are the voters. I am not a voter in UP. That's your choice. Do it. But don't do it based on fake news. Don't do it because they guilt trip you. Don't do it because you read it in newspapers Jai Shri Ram was used for perpetrating violence on an old man. Then you are a damn fool. I'm sorry to say you're a damn fool if you fall into this trap of fake news, of somebody selling a tabiz, doing occult, doing black magic, destroying the life of a Garbhati female. I can presume what happened. You can presume what happened because, and then people went and beat him up. And it's a dispute. And then he plays, and this person who made that false allegation, the strategy behind it is just make it viral. Just make it viral. And one last thing, did you notice that videos they tweet were without sound? Why? These are the tricks. Because if you could hear the video yourself, you would know there was no such Jai Shri Ram thing happening. So now, my last request to you is, these elections are vital. Vote whomsoever you want to vote. But don't be guilt-tripped. Don't be made to feel guilty for being a proud Hindu. You are secular in the true sense of the word. This nation is secular in the true sense of the word. It used to be a 90s slogan, Garv se kaho, hum Hindu hain, Garv se kaho, Jai Shri Ram. These people want to again fight on Jai Shri Ram. And my prediction is, if you want to fight on Jai Shri Ram, on defaming Bhagwan Ram, first, you don't have the okad of defaming him. But if you attempt to, you can always make any attempt in your life. If you attempt to defame Bhagwan Ram, then all I will say is, you will face the fate of Ravan. Instead of arrows, people will shoot votes at you or shoot votes against you. Instead of arrows, which happened in that Sadi, you will have votes in this Sadi, but the fate would be same, miserable defeat if you go on with this strategy. The rest is up to you. Spread awareness. Take care.